Follow Equestria Brotherhood by Knuckle Wolf. Chapter 4. Chapter 3. A Whole New World. Neil was the first to put his right forefoot out the door. He closed his eyes and stepped outside. Then he opened one eye to inspect what the outside world was like. Soon both his eyes fully opened, and he was taken in by total awe over what he was seeing. His little brother followed closely behind. Ah! Adam said as he looked outside, eyes straining to adjust to the new lighting. Neil just stood there. At first it was beautiful. Then the beauty slowly died away, revealing a dark, desolate land scarred by time. It was cool. There was no sun. Only the remnants of a long-forgotten past remained. It made them feel alone. Brother, is this really outside? Adam asked as he looked up for answers. He just stood there, wondering how they were going to find their mother now. I don't know. If this is what it is, then yeah, it is the outside, he replied. Looking out to the land, they searched for some kind of high point they could look from. Neo tried to focus his eyes a little farther than he already could. Looked down at his pip-bug to see what it had to say. Rather, a map of the area had already been loaded onto it. Huh, he shrugged as he was amazed that it would load such an accurate map in such a small amount of time. Brother, where are we going to now? Adam asked. Neo pointed to a small group of houses in the distance, just downhill from the precision. I think if we get to those buildings down there, maybe we could climb up to one of them and get a better view of the area. You think that those buildings are safe to enter? Asked Adam, who was slightly worried about the idea. I hope so, said Neil with a speck of enthusiasm in his voice. Those words didn't help Adam at all. He gulped and muttered to himself, This is a bad idea. The two brothers tried down the cracked scorched road. Cars of bright free pony skeletons littered the road up and down. Slightly disturbed by the sight, both brothers managed to trudge on to the small group of houses that were just up ahead. Oh my gosh, there's a horizontal line displaying up a scene. I'm sorry, guys, but for the past 3 chapters or so, I haven't had one of these. Once they arrived at their destination, they stepped down to take a break for a moment or two. The homes were creaky, old destroyed buildings that had seen it all. Some of the buildings had collapsed from the wind for lack of stability. For those homes, all that was left was a black pile of rotten timbers and bricks. For a moment the wind picked up, and a small dust devil crossed the old road, only to disappear into nothingness a few seconds later. Alan looked up at the sky. Brother, look at all the clouds. The sky was covered entirely, not letting a single ray of light through the ocean of clouds. What? Neo looked down, and turned his gaze towards the sky. Yeah, there's a lot of them, he said, looking up. Then his eyes back to Adam. Is this how it looked in your book? He asked. No, he said sadly. The ones in my books looked white and tearful. These just look gloomy and bleak. Neil moved towards him and sounded the dirty ground with a soft thud. He put his metal arm around his shoulder. Don't worry. But when the sky clears up, there's going to be nice fluffy white ones you see in the books. Just wait and see. Just wait and see. He told Adam reassuringly. Neo got up and dusted himself off. Well, let's get a move on. Lights are burning as we speak. Here. He moved his right hook to help Adam get up. Thanks, brother. Neo held him on his feet, and they moved towards the first house they could see. The house they entered seemed to be the only one that wasn't about to collapse on them and squash them whole. Neo peeked his head through the empty doorway to take a look inside. What he saw seemed to be an old living room of some sort. Old candles and chandeliers hung everywhere, and there was a self-portrait of somebody tilted sideways above an old mantel. Everything was scorched or badly burnt, even the self-portrait of the pony who used to live here so long ago. Brother, do you see anything? Questioned Adam. Nope. Let's go inside and see if we can get any higher in this place. They both walked in slowly. Each step was followed by a creak from the old structure. To the left of the living room was a door, and in front of them was a staircase leading upstairs. I think I'll head upstairs. You check that room for anything, Neo ordered while stepping over a pony's skeleton. Neo shivered at the thought of what that poor pony must have thought before he or she died. Neil went upstairs to look at the place, and Adam went to the door on the left. Adam quickly looked at his EFS to see for anything behind the door before he opened it. Adam had always used his EFS to watch out for bullies on his way to school, but that was of course back in the stable. After seeing that there was something behind the door, he opened the door with a creak. He cringed at the sound of the door as it opened, put his head high inside the only room to find the corpse of some dead pony. Flies hovering around his eyes and mouth. With this sight, a blast of some awful smell filled his nostrils. He covered his face with his left hoof as he backed away from the dead pony. He closed the door as he made his way from the corpse, the smell of death filling the room. Tears ran down his eyes. He had never seen a dead pony before, nor had he ever seen one decomposing right in front of him. Adam trotted upstairs to his brother. The horrible image still fresh in his mind. Once upstairs, he stopped covering his face, relieved that the smell was finally gone. He took in a deep breath and looked for his brother. In the upstairs, there was a short, narrow hallway lined with trash and junk. Holes dotted the ceiling and walls as light from the outside seeped through wherever it could. At the end of the hallway was a broken window, with white curtains hanging from it. The wind was rustling the curtains, caused the building to creak loudly. "Brother?" called Adam. "Yeah? I'm in the room on the right," replied Neo, from behind the wall in the other room. Adam moved his way down the hall into the room to the right. There, he found Neo looking at his pip-buck. The room Neo was in had a huge gaping hole in the outer wall of the room. A small breeze tickled his coat. "Brother, what are you doing?" asked Adam. "What? Oh, I'm checking on the radio stations," Neo said as he fiddled with his pip-buck. Adam looked at his pip-buck. Neo was right. There were a few radio stations. "Brother, that means there are others out here!" Al exclaimed. "Yeah, but they're each faint signals," said Neo as he put his pip-buck down. "What now?" asked Al. "Well, what did you find downstairs?" He had just managed to forget the scene until Neo brought it up again. "Well, I found a dead pony," he said hesitantly. "Really? Where?" "Downstairs in the next room," Al said in a shy, soft tone. "Let's go take a look then. See if we can find anything else," Neo said as he walked out of the room. They both moved back down the stairs to see the corpse Adam had discovered. Once downstairs, they instantly got hit by the smell the corpse was making. Gagging a bit and covering their noses, Neo said, "Wow, that's one terrible smell." Ugh. He managed to make it to the room Adam had sent to earlier. Like he said before, there in front of them was an orange-colored buck with some kind of tan hide armor. It was roughly configured and blood-stained. The corpse looked no more than a week old. Neil looked at his cold, lifeless body, wondering who he was, and what his life was like until his death. Neil put down his hoof and said in a serious tone, "We need to bury him." "What?" Adam said, surprised at his statement. "It's disrespectful to leave his body here." "But I don't want to touch it," said Adam. Neil put his hoof over Adam's shoulder. It's probably what he would have wanted. He gave Adam a calm smile. "Okay, brother. But if I get a disease for touching it, it's your fault." Neil chuckled at his remark. "Okay, just help me with this." About an hour later, they found a small hole already dug inside the house they were in. They had placed the body in a small hole and covered it with dirt right next to the hole. Once they had finished, they patted themselves down and decided to move on. But just before they were to head off further down the road, they heard two loud pops going off in the distance. "Those sounded like gunshots," Neil muttered. "Mother, how do you know what a gunshot sounds like?" asked Sam curiously. "Back at the stable, the guards were held a shooting party once every 2 months. I used to go to those parties and shoot guns with the guards." "Really? You got to go with those? That's no fair. I always wanted to go," said Adam, kind of upset he never got to attend to those parties. He probably never will. "Now's probably not the time to be telling stories. We need to see where those shots came from," Neil snapped at Adam, getting him back on topic. "Right," Adam agreed. Just over the hill, to the west of the houses, they heard 3 more gunshots. As they got closer to the sound of the noise, they heard some faint voices over the hill. Once they got to the top, the brothers saw 7 ponies downhill. 4 of them had outrageous manes and crudely made leather armor. There were also 2 mares, and a young foal amongst the group. The ponies in armor each had a weapon on them. A unicorn had a combat shotgun. Another pony had a combat knife. Another pony had a box-suit pistol. And the last one, who was a unicorn, had a roughly made iron machete. The poor ponies backed up to the two mares in the full in the corner of the ridge. "Dance for us, you little fuckers!" exclaimed one of the raiders. Two more puffs from her shotgun followed and shot at the feet of their victims. Quickly, Neo and Adam dived for cover on a boulder on top of the hill. "Brother, what are we going to do?" whispered Adam. Neo looked at his EFS, showed 4 red dots and 3 yellow ones. "Here, let me check who they are," Neo whispered to Adam as he glanced over the boulder they were hiding behind. Neo went into stats and targeted the oddly dressed ponies. Everything froze for a moment, and a yellow highlight appeared over the torso of one of the ponies. In stats, it classified them as raiders. Neo used the stats before the help to beat up the police that tried to harm Adam or him in the stable. These ponies were no average school bullies, but they didn't just create lunch money. No, they wanted blood. "Help!" cried one of the mares, tormented by the raiders. "I'm gonna have fun with this one. Come here!" Unicorn with Machete said in a scratchy, rugged voice as he pounced on one of the mares, attempting to rape her. "Adam, we have to do something," Neo said, exclaiming to his brother. "But what?" Neo looked around a bit, thinking. Think! He said to himself while hitting his head on this boulder. The boulder nuzzled a bit. "Brother?" "Not now, Adam. Think! He continued until he felt the boulder move completely forward. Neo stopped. The whole boulder was now moving downhill, exposing the two stable dwellers. They just watched as it picked up speed and rolled straight into the raider group. "You Swissblade, watch out!" shouted the unicorn raider with a combat shotgun. "Huh? What?" Swissblade stopped his struggle to rake the mare. Within seconds, Swissblade and one of the earth ponies was fighting under a ton of speeding rock. Both mares in the full managed to make it out of the way before it slammed into the ridge behind him. "What the fuck was that?" shouted the shotgun raider. It flattened main bodies of both Switchblade and his companion laid everywhere. Guts and blood and skin lay tired and frayed all over the boulder. "It was them, out there! Those two bastards killed Switchblade and Brutus!" shouted the raider as he pointed towards the top of the hill where Adam and Neo sat. Quickly, both raiders dashed towards the two on top of the hill, with only one goal in mind: to kill them. "Brother, I think you made them mad," Adam commented. "You think?" Neo asked sarcastically. Neo was scared, but at the same time excited to fight the hostile aggressors that were dashing towards him. "Adam, they're coming for us!" Neo yelled to his brother. But Adam just stood there, looking at the blood and innards of the fallen raider ponies. "Ow!" Neo snapped out. First raider approached Neo. It was the earth pony with a combat knife. "Time to die, you stupid fucker!" he said in a muffled rage, and the sandy glint in his eyes. Holding the knife in his mouth, he charged at Neo, with his knife trying to stab him. Neo dodged it once, and then again, till finally the raider dropped the knife and pulled his gun from his saddlebag. "Oh shit!" Neo swore as he avoided the 2 shots fired at him by the raider. As this was happening, Adam was about to go head-to-head with the unicorn combat shotgun. "This baby a whale scared," the raider mocked him as he politely approached him with a levitating combat shotgun closer to his head. Neo dodged 4 more shots barely from the earth pony. "Shit!" the raider said as he tried to reload his gun. It was easy to tell he wasn't used to reloading guns before. Quickly, out of pure instinct, Neo dashed for the combat knife, only 7 feet away from him. He took the combat knife in his mouth and ran towards the raider with full force. The raider gasped as he fell lifeless to the floor. The combat knife lodged deeply inside his neck. Blood oozed from his lifeless neck. Neo backed off. The taste of raider blood and saliva still lingered in his mouth. Did I just kill somebody? He thought to himself as he looked around for his brother. I did. I killed him in cold blood. I'm a murderer. He thought to himself. No. They were going to kill that little fool and murder those 2 mares too. They did deserve to die? Was I actually doing something good? He was conflicted with himself whether or not he was a murderer. But at this exact moment in time, it didn't matter. What did matter was protecting his brother. Just 20 feet away from him was his brother, about to become the next dead victim of the raider. "Say goodbye, punk!" said the Raider tauntingly as he pulled the trigger for her gun. She pulled the trigger once, but all that could be heard was a faint click from the gun. She pulled it several more times. Nothing happened. Piece of shit shotgun! She barked at her rifle, attempting to fix it. Neil thought to himself, if I let my brother out die out here, I won't ever forgive myself. Neil quickly pulled a bloody combat knife out of the dead Raider's neck, charged at his brother's Equestria. Still petrified with fear, Adam stood there, eyes wide and helpless. Here you go, she said, happy that she had fixed her shotgun. Before she could get fixed on Adam again, Neil went into stats and stabbed the Raider once in the chest, once in the right forearm, and once in the neck. Adam's aggressor was no more. Her body now laid in front of him lifeless. Cuts and huge gashes were displayed all over the Raider's once living body. Neil's face was covered with the blood of the filly Raider, a serious, powerful look in his eyes. Brother? Adam stuttered. Neil dropped the combat knife and went down to him. It's okay. You're fine. No one's going to hurt you anymore. He said, patting her on the back reassuringly. Brother, I really thought I was going to die. No, not here, not now. He said gently. Brother? Yes. Do you think this was a good idea? I don't know what to think anymore, but we still need to find Mom at all costs. I managed to muster a smile, thinking about their mother. Now, please get up. For her. For me. Neil put his hoof out for Adam to grab. Adam grabbed his hoof and got off the dusty brown ground. Two mares approached and followed approached Adam slowly. The first one up to the hill was the unicorn mare. Thank you for helping us, she said thankfully. Neil turned to her, his eyes closed. It was really nothing special. He opened his eyes only to see one of the most beautiful mares he had ever seen. Her mane was waving brown wind, her eyes like emeralds. Her coat was a beautiful light beige. Her cutie mark was a dove with a heart in the middle. She was truly a real looker. Starting to pound like crazy as he gazed at the stunning mare. Yeah, nothing special, Neil started to her. Are you and your friend okay? She asked. The other two followed her up the hill. I'm fine. My little brother's a little bit shaken, but I think he'll be fine. She smiled back down. What were you two doing out here anyway? She asked curiously. We're looking for our mom, Nate Adams said, trying to shake off the offend that had just taken place. I see, said the unicorn mare. The earth pony came up to the hill. Allie, thanks for waiting, grunted the mare, trying to catch her breath. This mare was orange with a green mane and purple eyes. The foal behind her had a cyan-colored coat and a purple mane. Allie, what a wonderful name, Neil thought to himself, still basking in her beauty. Oh, this is a cat. Allie gestured her hoof to the earth pony mare, and this little one is Newt. She patted the one on the head. I'm Neo, and this is my little brother Adam. Hi, greeted Adam as he waved to the other ponies. Hey, are you guys from the stable, right? Cat commented. Her voice was scratchy, informal like those speed demon ponies in the movies and books of old days. Yep, Adam said proudly. You look a lot like that lady who came through Main Tunnel a few days ago. Adam and Neil looked at each other. Their spirit rose at the sound of those words. Used to exclaim, Does she have blue eyes? Or a pretty smile? Or a horn? They were talking a million miles an hour, trying to keep up. Cat shouted, Slow down! Adam and Neil stopped talking. Yeah, we saw some lady come to Mainton just a few days ago. She was wearing the same clothes you two have. She was trying to remember the details about the mare. Where's Mainton? Adam questioned. Allie pointed down the hill. It's about 3 miles down this road. Brother, that might be a good place to start looking for her. Adam said, looking up to his brother. I agree, Adam, but is it a safe place? Said Neil to his brother. Yeah, it's a nice little town. We all live there, so it should be fairly safe to stay for the night, Allie commented. Neil looked at his brother, then turned back to the two mares of the foal. Mind if we all come back to you to Mainton? We need a place to start looking for our mom, and Mainton sounds like a great place to start. The mares turned around and started to discuss something. Neil and Adam wondered what they were discussing. They stopped and turned back to the two brothers. Sir, you can come with us. Neil and Adam smiled. The thought of them finding their mother was rejuvenating to the body. But aren't you going to loot the bodies first? Cat commented. Both brothers looked at each other. Then the corpses looked over for the small battle Neo had thus fought. As the thought of stealing from dead ponies was nauseating. Yeah, I almost forgot, Neo said as he tried to make it look like he knew what he was doing. Adam watched as Neo looked through the bodies for items. Neo found a combat shotgun, the combat knife, a box-shaped pistol, a scoped revolver, and bottle caps. Bottle caps? He questioned as he looked at the tiny leather pouch holding 50 or so caps. Yeah, we use those as money out here in the West, said Allie. Neil back at the group. Okay. Neil still didn't understand the wasteland. All he knew that there was ponies who wanted to kill him. Ponies who didn't. Neil finished looting the bodies and returned to his group. His bag was significantly more heavy than it was before. All right, let's head out, he grunted, trying to adjust the strap on his saddlebag. Okay, follow us and try to keep up, Cat said mockingly. Oh, you might want to wipe that blood out of your face, Cat commented to Neo. Neo looked puzzled for a moment, then remembered the blood on his face. Oh yeah. He took out a dusty old napkin from his saddlebag to wipe at the blood on his face. Once he was done, he put it away and started to walk to meet him with the rest of the group. All Adam could think about was their mission and what it would be like to see their mother. All Neo could think about was the beautiful Mare Alley. Together, they marched off to the desolate pre-war road on their way to the first sign of civilization in the wasteland. Footnote: Level up. New perk: Swift Learner. Plus 10% XP whenever XP is earned. Would you like to level up, Adam? Yes. Footnote: Level up. New perk: Child at heart. Unlocks many unique dialogue options with children.